Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going back into the Amazon tool deals and checking out some of the tools that I found for this week. These are either going to be items that are on sale, items even at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or items I find interesting and would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. Once again, any of the items that I suggest will be linked down in the description for you guys with their own independent link, so it's easy to find. And then I'll have two additional links that say tools and tools continued. Those links are going to take you to a long list of tools that I've went over in the past or other tools that I suggest, so that's all there for you guys. So first up is one that I actually have mixed feelings on. Sometimes I feel like they're great deals, and I think depending on the person and their situation, it could be a great deal, and then sometimes I feel like it's not a good deal at all. So a lot of the Milwaukee hand tools are overpriced. I think their power tools you can get some amazing deals on, but a lot of the times their hand tools are overpriced. I do own a few Milwaukee hand tools that some of them that I've gotten on good deals, some of them like the 1/4 inch locking flex head ratchet that I picked up because I got my hands on it in Northern Tool. It felt amazing. It was definitely not a great deal. It was like $55 for the ratchet, but I'm happy with it. So this is one of them I kind of have mixed thoughts on. So $245, definitely a lot for what you're getting here, but it's a decent selection. 106 pieces. You get metric and SAE. So I think this is going to be great for those obviously that already run a Milwaukee pack out system. So you can simply just attach this to your pack out and be set. Great coverage on both metric and SAE. Now my thing is I don't use a lot of SAE. A lot of things are getting away from SAE, but that's kind of the automotive side. When you still get into construction or journeyman, or whether you're an electrician or whatever you may be, kind of in the construction type of field, you're going to come across SAE stuff probably a little bit more commonly than us in the automotive field do nowadays, unless you just work on classics and stuff like that. So this is definitely going to be one of those things. It's going to be great for some, or a great price for some, just because of how versatile it is in a certain work environment, and something that is completely overpriced for somebody in a different occupation. Even if you both do the same amount of work every single day, it still doesn't matter. Like me, probably couldn't justify this in my field, but somebody else could easily justify it. Somebody that already runs the Milwaukee pack out, somebody that uses both metric and SAE, somebody that needs it kind of set up like this to be easily transported. But I think when I added this to my list, it was closer to the $200 price range, so it has gone up to kind of its normal pricing again, but you can find it closer to the $200 price range when it's on sale, which I think at that it's a pretty decent deal. It's got 4.8 stars, 748 ratings, and the images aren't great for this. They're kind of lower quality, as you can see there. But you got a 1/4 inch and 3/8 drive ratchet. You got a couple universal joints, shallow and deep well sockets, and extensions. There you can see it closed in its pack out case. The other nice thing, I give it to Milwaukee, they did a great job of kind of designing this, so if you want to keep it in that, if you have a pack out system, or if you're going to put this in a toolbox or something like that, you can easily remove these, still keep them organized just like they are. I think they did a good job designing it to where it doesn't take up a whole lot of extra space. It's not spread out a ridiculous amount. So I think this design is fantastic, easily transferable from a toolbox back into the pack out system. So this is one of those that I feel like it all just depends on what kind of work you're doing. So please let me know your guys' thoughts on this, and if you guys own this set, I'm sure the quality isn't lacking. The Milwaukee tools that I've bought, whether that be a good deal or not, I haven't had any issues as far as their quality, but there are still some of the Milwaukee tools that I would just stay away from. You can definitely find better deals from other brands for the same quality range. Next up are the Channellock tongue and groove pliers, but this isn't their standard set. This is the GS-1X. These are kind of their fancier push button tongue and groove pliers. Still made in the USA. I own quite a few Channellock products and have always been pleased, especially for the price that you can get some of the Channellock pliers at. This forged high carbon steel, and I don't know why they have like the button blurred out. I don't get it, but if I remember correctly, there's actually, I don't know if it's on one side or both, but there's the American flag on it, so I don't know why you would blur that out. Kind of mind-blowing to me. I do like the teeth. It's got cross-hatching in the jaws, a reaming feature, a little bit different handle design over there, just standard dipped handles. I think it's a good design, especially for a push button lock kind of tongue and groove setup. This is not on sale right now. It's at $50, but you can sometimes find these around $38 to $40, which isn't bad at all. I think it's well worth it for a good pair of USA made Channellock pliers. But I just want to see, so like here you can see that there's nothing. It's just kind of a brushed look. But here you can see on one side, I don't know if they've changed the design. Maybe that's why they have it blurred out, because they had the American flag there before, and maybe they swapped it to just a standard brushed look. So instead of changing the photos, they just blurred it out to make it look like a brushed button. That's besides the point. I think they're a good set, so if you can catch them on sale, I think they're a fantastic deal. But even at $50, it's not bad. $25 a set for a push button set of tongue and groove pliers. I think that's a good deal. Let me know your guys' thoughts. This is at 4.5 stars with 220 ratings. Next up, we're looking at a vessel driver. And if you guys follow the channel, you guys might know that I have quite a few vessel screwdrivers, a lot of different ones, just because I really enjoy vessel. And at one point I did a comparison of a lot of different screwdrivers, and this is one that I don't think I came across, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But I really like their products, and I like this design. So if anybody's used this, please let me know. This is at $13, down from a typical price of $14.50. Has 4.7 stars at 79 ratings. Got a little bit different handle design here. You got your kind of a crimped style end that you see on like Grace USA and a few other brands. They used to use kind of this style way back in the day, and a lot have gotten away from it. But it's kind of more of your classic end here. But I like the handle design, the shape. You got a striking cap there. There you can see chrome vanadium steel, magnetic. This is a Phillips number 2. It's a 4-inch blade, I believe, roughly, and made in Japan. So just one that I came across that I thought was a really cool design that I actually don't own. So maybe I'll pick one of these up and see how it is compared to some of the other vessel drivers that I have. There's a little bit of information on it. But I found it interesting and figured I would ask you guys if you guys have used it. I would not be afraid of purchasing it, just because all of the vessel products that I have purchased so far have been incredible. Any of them made in Japan I've been very, very pleased with. So I would not be afraid of purchasing this whatsoever. Keep in mind, this is just a single driver. They do have sets available. Then last up is an Engineer product. If you guys have seen any of the videos on these, they're fantastic pliers. Also another brand for them is Pliers. They're kind of the US sourced brand. They have the red handles. They come with like a 2 to 4 year warranty. I can't remember for sure. It's only a short warranty because it is considered a wearable item, because it has the feature of screw removal, which can wear down the teeth over time. But Pliers cost anywhere from $5 to $15 more per pair. They have the exact same, they're the exact same pliers. They have multiple different styles, but Engineer makes them in Japan, and absolutely fantastic. But basically you're paying for the Pliers name and the 2 to 4 year warranty, whatever it is, I can't remember. So if you're really interested in a good quality pair of screw removal pliers, then definitely check out Engineer over Pliers, just because you'll save a little bit of money, but you're still getting the same set of pliers. And the only difference is they're going to have the green handles instead of the red handles that you get with the Pliers. This is kind of more of their most commonly sold set, their style. It's like a miniature lineman plier almost, called their combination pliers. And you have open jaw feature, a cutter, and then up front you have teeth that go in both directions. The ones running the length of the jaws are actually to help bite into the ends. There you can see that. And honestly, it works fantastic. I have 4 or 5 different sets of screw removal pliers of different designs, and they have saved me more than a handful of times and are well worth the money. And honestly, they're not priced bad at all, especially for a Japan-made product. All the tools that I've purchased from Japan have been amazing quality. These are spring-loaded. You can remove the springs. The rubberized handles are actually quite soft or smooth. I don't exactly know how to explain it, but it's not your standard dipped style handle. The handles are also T-shaped, so it prevents these rubber grips from spinning on the handles. So they actually work really well. There you can see the teeth a little bit better and how they would bite into that fastener. And then here they're selling the cap, but you can actually just get the set of pliers with the cap. But like I was saying earlier, they do have multiple different styles of pliers available. So if you're not maybe interested in this style, definitely check them out. They have many other styles available. This has 4.7 stars with 8,690 ratings. And I think it's well worth it, especially down at $17 from a list price of $27. So if you guys enjoyed this week's Amazon tool deals, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. If you guys have any personal experiences with any of these items, please let me know down in the comments. Once again, the items that I do suggest are linked down in the description. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.